Shane, good to see you. We are talking 401k withdrawal rules, everything you need to know. More Americans are actually tapping their 401ks right now because of financial distress. In fact, the number of people who made a hardship withdrawal surged 36% from the second quarter of 2022. So we wanted to break down the basics. How can I withdraw money from my 401k without penalty?
So, Erin, there's a couple ways that you can go about doing it. Now, these are typically things that are not recommended. We don't really recommend people do this unless it's an absolutely dire situation. But there are some new rules out there that allow people to go ahead and access money within a 401k ahead of schedule. And basically, the rules changed recently. In the past, you had to get your employer or your plan sponsor to help you qualify for a hardship distribution. Now, some new laws and some new rules that exist allow you to actually self-certify that you're in this hardship situation and self-certify that you're only going to take out the amount that you need to help you cover these costs.
Otherwise, you just have to wait until you're 59 and a half in most cases, right?
But in most cases, you have to wait till 59 and a half to access the money within your 401k without any sort of penalty. If you don't qualify for the hardship withdrawal and you take the money out prior to age 59 and a half, you're going to be subject, of course, to a 10% excise penalty for accessing it before that 59 and a half age.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up because that is my next question. You don't have to repay a hardship withdrawal, but you do have to pay income taxes. And of course, there's an opportunity cost there as well.
Exactly. So anytime you take money out of a 401k or IRA, right, it's always going to be taxable. There's really no way around that when you're taking the money out and you're putting it in your pocket. So the opportunity cost, of course, when you take money out of the 401k, especially if you take it out early, is the fact that it's not being invested anymore for your future. These are dollars that you're saving and accumulating and trying to grow for your future retirement income. So when you take this money off the table, you're losing out on the compound interest, the growth in the account. You're also having to pay some taxes on this distribution, which means that money is no longer at work for you. So you kind of lose a little bit of, money that's at work for you. So that's again why we say you don't really want to do this unless you absolutely have to.
Right. I think a lot of people don't realize that. So if you're not 59 and a half and you make a withdrawal not for a hardship, as you just mentioned, you're going to face a 10% penalty and income taxes. So what was once $1 is now 60 cents.
Right. So, make sure you plan for this if you're going to do it. Just the 10% penalty will come flying your way if you're not 59 and a half, plus income tax on the entire amount. So just make sure you're aware of that. So many people sometimes just don't seem to know that or don't seem to remember that, and it catches them a little bit off guard. But it's a pretty major thing to miss, and you got to make sure you're aware of it and you plan for it if you're going to do something like this.
Whereas with a Roth account, you can always tap those contributions without penalty.
That's exactly right. So the contributions, meaning your basis, the money that you put in, can always be accessed without a penalty. And you just have to make sure that you wait 5 years and follow the rules for the growth and the earnings within the account. But the basis, your money in the account, is always accessible. And that's a huge feature of a Roth.
Interesting. Really helpful to talk this through. Shane, if somebody has questions about anything that we just discussed, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us here is by phone or online. Our phone number here at the office is 602-456-1928, or you can visit us online at our website, winstonandcompanies.com.
All right. Shane, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.